NASCAR has always been a sport that thrives on competition and rivalries. The drivers, team owners, and crew chiefs all work tirelessly to gain an edge over their competition and come out on top. One owner who knows how to build a championship-winning team is Rick Hendrick. Rick Hendrick, the prominent owner of Hendrick Motorsports, recently made a bold statement regarding rising NASCAR star Ross Chastain. In a recent interview, Hendrick stated that Chastain is going to make a lot of enemies in the sport.
He's going to make a lot of enemies. It's hard to win a championship.
And has caused quite a stir among NASCAR fans and professionals. Many are questioning the reasoning behind Hendrick's comment and are eager to hear more about what could make Chastain so polarizing.
Ago, that ride got pulled away from him. It looked as though his career in NASCAR was done.
Some speculate that Chastain's aggressive driving style could be a factor.
Ross Chastain used the wall all the way around this racetrack,
while others point to his history of controversial incidents on the track. Ross Chastain is a young driver who has been making a name for himself in the world of NASCAR.
It may look like it on the track, but those guys know who I am.
He has had a successful career thus far and has become known for his aggressive driving style and willingness to take risks on the track. While many fans appreciate Chastain's bold approach, it seems that not everyone is on board with his tactics. Rick Hendrick, who manages cars for drivers in the NASCAR Cup Series, including Larson, took up for his driver after being entangled in a late race accident with Chastain at the Goodyear 400 at Darlington Raceway. Chastain was caught up in a wreck with Larson as they fought for the lead during the last 3 laps of the race.
Chase does not get into turn 1 well at all. And they're on the fence.
Hang on. Same thing. Went to run him up the racetrack.
The wreck terminated their chances for the win as Larson's teammate William Byron capitalized on the two's mishap to win the race. Kyle Larson was quiet after his latest incident with Ross Chastain, but his car owner definitely was not. He doesn't have to be that aggressive, Hendrick said.
You're super aggressive, but you just don't run people up in the fence.
He has got so much talent if he would just calm down. He has a lot of talent, but he is making a lot of enemies. It is hard to win a championship when you get a lot of paybacks out there. Larson had won the Xfinity race the day before and hoped to win again for the weekend.
Have a Darlington win. Larson so close at the Cup level and in Xfinity.
During the recent race, Chastain was in the lead for 93 laps, but ultimately finished in 29th place, while Larson finished in 20th. It's worth noting that Larson and Chastain have been involved in previous wrecks at Dover and Talladega. Recently, he was involved in a fight with Noah Gragson on pit road after a race. However, Chastain mentioned that they have resolved their issues earlier this week. Chastain was involved in multiple on-track incidents with other drivers during the current season. Christopher Bell called him a wrecking ball after colliding during a race in Richmond.
The wrecking ball came in and made us 3 wide at the last second, and there wasn't enough room to be 3 wide.
Furthermore, in an earlier incident, Chastain collided with Martin Truex Jr. just before Stage 2 ended.
That's exactly
And around goes Truex.
Not that much pressure.
Causing damage and frustration for Truex, who had been performing well throughout the race. During the race on Sunday, Chastain was in the lead and decided to take the inside line on the restart. As they approached Turn 2, Chastain attempted to push Larson up on the track, but unfortunately, Chastain's car collided with the front of Larson's number 5 car. Chastain avoided answering the question directly when asked about Larson's thoughts on Sunday's wreck. After the race, Larson avoided speaking to the media, but expressed his frustration over his radio.
Went to run him up the racetrack.
Still pushing you.
Turned him, William Byron, to the lead.
Byron, who benefited from the mishap, believes Chastain has crossed the line in a few incidents this year.
Out of the gate. Oh, he's got right rear fire. Right rear down. Huge wreck.
No matter where Ross Chastain goes, trouble always seems close behind. On Sunday at Kansas Speedway, we saw what happens when frustration for a racer boils over. Denny Hamlin had been without a victory for 33 races. Ross Chastain wrecked about 33 drivers in that period. Noah Gragson, a NASCAR rookie, had to end his day early due to losing control of his car and crashing. The incident occurred only 2 laps after Ross Chastain got too close to Gragson, causing him to hit the wall. Following the race, Gragson confronted Chastain, who had been involved in several on-track incidents. The confrontation turned physical when Gragson grabbed Chastain, and Chastain retaliated by throwing a punch. The other drivers intervened to break up the fight. Gragson later stated that he felt prompted by fellow drivers to confront Chastain and believed someone needed to do so. Both were aggressive with their cars on the field, but one got too aggressive after the race.
I'm just over it. Nobody else has the balls to at least, confront him, so.
Nobody confronts the guy, Gragson told the Motor Racing Network. I went down there and grabbed him. I'm sick and tired of it. The guy just runs into everyone.
Nobody confronts the guy. He just keeps doing it, and I'm sick and tired of it.
When you have guys like Chase Elliott, other guys telling you to go beat his ass, everyone's sick and tired of him, but nobody goes up and gets him. Chastain implied that he hit Gragson based on information he received from someone on the team.
As we went there, those restarts at the end were incredible, so hats off to our team.
He came down and grabbed hold of me, Chastain told the media. A very big man once told me we have a no-push policy here at Trackhouse. Chastain has had multiple encounters with fellow drivers, including Kyle Busch, a two-time champion who famously made Chastain's name into a verb after a race in 2022. No matter where Ross Chastain goes, trouble always seems close behind, and it is clear that other drivers are tired of having their days wrecked. Another incident came at the 2022 Richmond race during the restart for the final stage. As the cars entered the turn 3 wide, Chastain, 1, may have been trying to avoid the 42 car, Ty Dillon, and in doing so, he clipped the back left of Kyle Busch, 18, causing both cars to spin. Following the race, Busch, who came in 9th place, expressed frustration by using Chastain's name as a verb. Although there is some disagreement on who was at fault for the most recent accident, it is obvious that drivers are not giving Chastain the benefit of the doubt because he is frequently the common factor in these collisions. Despite his clashes with fellow drivers, Chastain is leading in the point standings, even though he does not have any wins this season. He has secured 5 top 5 finishes and 6 top 10 finishes and is leading the Cup Series with 5 stage wins. What do you think about Rick Hendrick's statement? Make sure to let us know your thoughts down below. Subscribe to the channel as a sacrifice to the gods of the algorithm. Thanks for watching.